Hey, yo, Totodile! What do you think of my new jacket? No, wait, no, come back. Oh, come on, dude!
Here we go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jordan here from Late Games, and welcome to my list of the top 5 Pixelmon texture packs. Now, I'm not really putting these in any order. I'm just going to try to give the pros and cons of each pack and what I like about them. So coming in first is the Pokeballers texture pack. This pack is very nice looking. I mean, just looking at, if you look at the water, it's very clear. It has a very Pokemon look to it, which makes sense. The grass is so Pokemon, the leaves are so Pokemon. Look, the Jigglypuff, that's not part of the pack, but it's so Pokemon. I really like this pack. This is one of the first Pixelmon texture packs that I ever found. I think like a lot of people, and a lot of people still use it for their videos. So this pack has a lot going for it. It's got an awesome GUI. The actual look of the pack in actual Pixelmon looks amazing. The paintings, which I'll show in here in a sec, are awesome. But there isn't really any customization to the summary menu of the Pokemon, and if you jump into a battle with, oh, this thing's gonna wreck me, oh, don't do it, but there's not really any difference from normal Pokemon. You would just see this if you were in default. So, ooh, I got to run, yay. So that's why this pack is kind of the first one I'm talking about. It's the first one I found. It looks very nice. If you're just looking for a cool pack, and if you like this style, man, you might as well pick this one up. Download links for all these packs I'm gonna mention are down in the description. So let's move on to the next one. What do you think, Senor Jiggles? Oh, what? You're too good to look at me? You're too good to... Fine. All right, everybody. So coming in next is Pokebox. This is a very cool pack, and right off the bat, you'll notice this looks so much like Pokeballers. Like, it's got to be inspired by it at least, but it's definitely different enough to constitute a spot on this list. I like this pack because it's a little bit different from Pokeballers. It seems to be a bit brighter. The pixel art is significant, well, maybe not significantly, but stylistically different from Pokeballers. But the same thing that Pokeballers suffered from, this pack also does. The Pokebox pack has an awesome looking GUI. It's blue, which also is kind of like Pokeballers, but there's no switch to the menu screen, which I get is kind of difficult, but it takes away from this pack a little, and also there's not really a switch in the battles at all either. But there is kind of a little fix for this. I think that you could take the GUI, well, you could take the battle sequence and the GUI from the next pack on this list. So I'm gonna show that to you right now. Number 3. All right, guys, so as you can see right off the bat, if you look at this texture pack, it just looks like default Minecraft, right? But what was that sound? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, man? If I switch out of this mode, whoa, look at this. This is Pixelmon, or maybe it's just called Pokemon. I guess I can check. This is the Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Silver, Gold, and Crystal pack. And while there's not really a change to the actual Minecraft textures, as you can hear over here, this Jigglypuff and pretty much anything from that generation. Oh, look at the art on the side. It's so cool. Well, it's so like retro looking. It looks just, look at this. Jigglypuff, I know you like to sing. But you can hear it, the person who made this, which everything is linked down below, he changed this, like, listen, he changed it to the actual in-game Pokemon noises, which I think is awesome. I really like the Pixelmon ones because I think the voices are funny, but like, that's so cool to hear. And then the actual look of it is awesome. And that's the one thing that I feel like if you combine this with like Pokeballers, maybe if you were doing like a race to 151 or 251 or something like we did on the channel, where there's only the first 150 Pokemon or Kanto or Johto or whatever, you could combine this and have an awesome little experience with it. So, and even cooler, it changes the battle sequences, which is awesome. Like, check this out. And it feels just like how it used to. I used to play Pokemon Yellow. It wasn't my first Pokemon game, that was Sapphire. But like, I ran and I think, did I buy it or did a friend give it to me? I don't know. But this just brings back a lot of nostalgia, even for me, who did not even play this game first. So I think this is really cool. Props to you, man, for making this. And I'm gonna show off Crystal too, because a lot of you might be more familiar with that. So you can see in Pokemon Crystal, there's still not a lot going on in Minecraft. Very much just the default looking MC. But if you take a look at that sidebar, whoa, dude, there's even more color now. And it includes the Johto Pokemon. So you can see that Totodile's got like a new sprite. Trico doesn't have it. I would like to see one that maybe did this style for every single Pokemon, but I understand that's an insane amount of work, honestly, for probably not as much recognition as the person would deserve, which is part of the reason why I'm making this video. Also, it changes the menu just like in the other one, but with, again, just a tad bit more color. And then this is the red and green. The red and green is just basically something that Pixelmon added. And again, it changes the battle sequence. So I really love this. I might actually combine this in the pack that I'm using right now, which is one made by Nick, the other channel member, which, where is he? I want him to be in this video. He's in Europe right now. That's the reason I'm making this. So anyways, let's jump in to the next pack. All right, so coming in next, yo, this might be my favorite Pixelmon texture pack. I think I like the next one on the list just a tad bit more, and I think it's one that I'm mostly gonna use for recordings, but this one is so good. It reminds me a lot of the Pokeballers and a lot of the Pokebox texture pack that I showed earlier, but man, I think it does it even better. I mean, if you just look at the subtle differences in the grass blocks here and then there and how everything looks, the grass man, it is so good. This is Project Pokemon's resource pack. I probably should have said this at the start, but all the links are down below. We found this when we started playing on their Hoenn server, which we actually have a Let's Play on, and it is coming back. The server was down for maintenance for like the last 3-4 months or something, but it's back now. So as soon as Nick gets back from Europe, we're gonna bring back that series. But I love the look of this, and I'm showing mostly like landscape shots, I guess. I'm not showing like all the intricacies and all the different like details, which I guess a lot of people do in their texture pack reviews. But this is like what I think when I think of Pixelmon. I think of this like majestic setting, which I guess you'll kind of see in a lot of our Pixelmon videos. But that's what I love about it. It feels like a new world, you know? So that's kind of what I'm showing. This is an amazing texture pack, one of my favorites. Honestly, if I had to choose between Pokeballers, Pokebox, or this is the one that I would choose every single time. So even though this list isn't technically in order, I am trying to step it up a little bit. So I really like this pack. Look at all these people. They're like, look at all the walls. How'd they change like that? She's like, I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. I can't see my lipstick. Is that lipstick or are those lips? I don't know, but this is one of my favorite packs. I'm excited to show this off. The server, I might put in the description, I'm not sure, otherwise it'll just be the pack, but they have an awesome thing going on over at Project Pixelmon. I really like this, and I hope you guys too. So moving on to number 1. What do you think? What do you think of that, Jigglypuff? So welcome to my favorite Pixelmon texture pack. This is Nick's Pix Pack. It's actually made by Nick, the other member of the channel, and there is a lot going on with it. We released a version of this about, like, was it a year ago? Maybe even 2 years ago at this point. It's ridiculous, but it's still not done because we took like a break from Pixelmon for a while. We're back super hardcore on it now, but we took a little break, so Nick wasn't really working on the pack, and he went back to it, and there's still so much that he's trying to change. This takes a lot from a lot of different texture packs, so I'll link the original video below so that you can see all the credits for this, because I don't actually remember everything that Nick did. I know that the grass, I think, is from Flows HD and a lot of stuff like that, but this is my favorite pack. Nick is still finishing it. He's working on, like, this is a custom texture that he's working on, so he added an unknown to the enchantment table, and he's doing a lot of stuff like that to make this a very custom pack, like one that he actually drew a lot of the stuff in, as opposed to just a mashup of everything else. Like right now, I think this has the Pokeballers paintings and stuff like that, so he's still finishing it up, so I'm gonna try to get him on that as soon as he gets back from Europe. But maybe he got inspiration in Europe, the land of art, or whatever, man. I don't know. What's your Jigglypuff? Have you been to Europe? Hey, Jiggles. Senor Jiggles, are you from Europe? I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not sure what I thought I would get out of Jigglypuff. Anyways, guys, this is the number 1 on my list. I hope you enjoyed my list of the top 5 Pixelmon texture packs. If there's any that I missed, because I looked around, because mostly I try to pull from things that I've actually used. I tried to pick texture packs that I've actually used in either Let's Plays or just played with on my own from servers that I played on or games that I've played. I didn't want to just pick things that looked cool. I wanted to pick things that actually like meant something to me. But I did also look around to see if there were any like other texture packs that, you know, I hadn't heard of or I hadn't seen that just looked majestic. So if I missed any, or if you can think of one, post down below and maybe I'll do like another top 5 or something on it. I don't know, maybe another entire list. Yo, dude, if I get a lot of texture packs, that would be rad. So let me know down below if you enjoyed this. Make sure to drop a like. New to the channel, what's up? My name is Jordan. If you're into Pixelmon, which I guess while watching this video, you might be. So you can check out any of our Let's Plays down below. We got a lot of Pixelmon series on the channel. Very proud of them. I think they're pretty cool. So you can go check that out. All right, guys. So also season 6 is coming back tomorrow. If you don't know what season 6 is, it's our newest season of Pixelmon. So link on the screen to that. Next episode's coming tomorrow. We're going about every other day until Nick gets back from Europe next week. If you're in the future watching this video, because this is kind of a top 5s, man, they just get mad views. They just get so many views. So if you're in the future right now, season 6 was a series that we were doing at this time. You can still go watch it. It's probably pretty cool. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time on Late Games. My name is Jordan, and I am signing out. Oh, I'm in cinematic mode. Signing out. Yeah, there we go. That's the craziness I was looking for. Yo, how is my Pikachu dead? Pikachu's dead. Was it you, Senor Jiggles? Was it you? It was you, wasn't it? You animal!
Jigglypuff is cooler than me?